Good afternoon. أنا سامر بواب. أنا لبناني. راجع أمر لبنان. أهلا بهالطلب. I want to thank first off Paragon and the Lebanese team, Dalia, Zainab, and of course everyone who supported me, and of course for all the extinguished guests today. For the presentation, I'm excited to share with you a project that my team and I have been working on for the past 3 years here in Lebanon and abroad, and buckle your seatbelt. We're constantly learning, and we need learning for everything. But if you look at the current state of online learning, data has shown that only 31% of those learners can't even access online learning. You have 70% that don't even start the courses, and less than 4% actually complete those courses. This is significant. Part of this problem, or a majority of this problem, can be rooted to the current state of the platforms and learning management systems that are out there in the market now. A lot of these systems and platforms, they treat these learners like robots. They feel very unnatural, stiff, and they're boring. With eFlow, we created eFlow to create a more easy, engaging, and frictionless experience. In fact, by working with our clients, we were able to help their learners and employees increase the starting of their courses by 7 times, and we've even increased their completion rate by over 10x. So how are we able to do this? Let me explain. So by taking a more conversational approach to learning, what we do is the content is actually broken, or the learning objectives are split into what we call bite-sized micro-content. This content is split into text messages, voice notes, videos, and images, as well as interactive activities. These courses are sent directly to the learners on WhatsApp or Telegram, or even employees that are using Slack or MS Teams. This is just a short video. Let's see if it'll play. So what you're looking at here is actually the learner experience. They've just received the first message from the chatbot on their WhatsApp device. You can see there's some directions, there's a video that they watch, they send back a response, whether it's a thumbs up, and they actually go through what we call a flow. So again, the chatbot is sending them content, that is actually receiving messages, and the system is actually recording and analyzing everything. So again, this is self-paced, asynchronous, one-on-one learning, directly with the learner and the chatbot. So moving on, and again, this is just one of the examples that we've done. So I'm gonna go to the next slide. As I mentioned, we're not just sending content or courses on WhatsApp, right? The technology is we're actually looking and analyzing each message based on the learner's performance, the learner's emotions, and the different learning styles. So teachers and admins and learning and development managers can actually track all the progress in real time of the learners and employees as they're going through these courses. So you can see here, there's a dashboard. It provides key analytics, and we can also export all of these reports. So when you look at the competition for eFlow, and again, there's a lot of learning management systems and chatbots and mobile learning apps out there, but if you look specifically at the apps and the platforms that are doing what we're doing, eFlow is actually the only company that checks all the boxes when it comes to having a conversational approach, integration with common messaging apps, and even having an own content library. So this approach and this study is even backed by universities like Harvard, Penn State, and Stanford University, who have seen positive impact in behavioral change, as well as the retention of the knowledge of the content the learners are receiving. So our business model and how we make money is we work with corporates, specifically learning and development managers and HR teams that are looking to upskill their corporate workforce. And with corporate employees, they have very limited time. So for them to be able to access high quality educational material on MS Teams or on Slack is something very efficient. We also work with NGOs who found value in our platform as they work with different beneficiaries and refugees across Lebanon and the region who actually only have access to a mobile device. So many of these learners, they don't have a computer or laptop, so this is really great for them. And then finally, we're going to look to pivot to a B2C model where we'll have our own content and learners can essentially pick a specific topic and learn instantly. So here are just some examples of some courses that we've already successfully added and implemented. You can see we've covered a variety of topics like teacher training, digital literacy. We're working with Queen Rania Foundation in Jordan. We're upskilling about 1,200 parents on Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp. And then, of course, financial literacy. But just to give you guys a snapshot, we've made tremendous traction in the last 3 years. So here's some of our corporate clients, some NGOs that are actually international brands that you might recognize, and of course our content partners. Aflatun International provides financial literacy and life skills courses for people around the world. The CEO, the new CEO is actually Lebanese, so we were able to establish a partnership with her and her team, and it's been going very well. So getting out to the end here, so far we've been able to cover 8 countries. We have an MRR of 5K. We've impacted over 12,000 learners, and we've generated 210K in revenue to date. In fact, we've even been selected out of 280 startups from around the world to win first place for the WSA, which is the World Summit Awards in the category of inclusion and empowerment. And we're very proud of this award. Looking at our evolution and our timeline, in 2020, during the pandemic, we started developing the product and the MVP. In 2021, we worked hard to acquire international clients and prove the technology. And in 2022, now that we have product and market fit, we're looking to scale into the UAE and into KSA for corporate training, so large companies looking to upskill their workers, and then eventually integrate our machine learning model with the metaverse. So looking at the corporate training market, it's about a $400 billion industry around the world, and then looking at the MENA region, we're at about a $40 billion market, and then leaving us with about a $1 billion serviceable market. So, behind every great innovation and great product, there's an amazing team. Our team is 100% Lebanese, and they come from various backgrounds like technology and innovation, business and consulting, and also education and instructional design. So, I'm asking for your help for any equity funding to help us scale into not only new countries, but also helping more learners, helping more companies, and more building our digital library, helping with our sales and marketing. And finally, if there's any introductions to any large corporations that you could help with, would really be much appreciated. Thank you so much for your time. The future is bright.